Shusuke Amagai, the former captain of the Gotei 13 3rd Squad Division and the Omnisukido, and the main antagonist of the New Captain Shusuke Amagai arc in the Bleach anime series, succeeding the spot of Gin Ichimaru as the captain of Squad 3, and is responsible for orchestrating the events of the Katsumoji conspiracy, all in revenge against the Captain Commander Genrosai Yamamoto. Making his first appearance in the anime in episode 168, with blue hair and a scruffy-looking appearance, a seemingly capable Captain Amagai, who appeared to be the diametric opposite of his predecessor, a friendly and easygoing personality who's loyal, law-abiding, and willing to break and bend the rules if it means uncovering the truth. Charismatic, decisive, and ethical to everyone in the eyes of the Gotei 13, including my own. He seemed to be quite the capable and well-liked captain compared to Ichimaru, the total opposite, earning the respect of Izuru, the lieutenant, and the subordinates who initially felt distrustful of Shusuke. Amagai was born to his father as the son of a Shinigami of the 1st Division, Shinetsu Kisaragi, who was killed by Genrosai Yamamoto when Shusuke was just a child. Later entering the Gotei 13 to find the truth about his father's death, he took on the name Shusuke Amagai. After becoming a Shinigami and perfecting his Shikai, Raiga, a fire-based Shikai resembling a Kodaichi with an olive green hilt and a bronze bow-shaped Tsuba held in a red scabbard attached to his waist. Holding the Zanpakuto upside down behind his back, calling its release. In its Shikai, it takes the form of a long white sword with a hook at the end. With shell-like pipes that form its hilt upon transforming, the pipes emit flames in both Shikai and Bankai. The flames emitting from the holes produce a sound that resembles that of trumpets. The pipes emit a fire, heating the blade and causing it to take on a more fiery color. By heating the blade, it becomes strong enough to resist and repel Ichigo's Getsuga Tensha. Amagai can also focus a fireball into the crucix of its hook of his blade. By swinging it forward, he can launch large fireballs through the air at his target. Its attack power is great enough to counter that of Toshiro Hitsugaya's Hyorin Maru. In his Shikai, Amagai can also focus fireballs into the crucix of the hook by slamming it into the ground, creating large fissures of flames that travel to the enemy at high speeds, teleporting the flames of his Shikai underground. Shusuke's Bankai, Raiga Goenkaku. Releasing it, Amagai holds out his Zanpakuto in front of him as fire swells around him. Raiga becomes a large and more detailed version of its former self. Raiga Gonkaku takes the form of an enlarged sword and turns the edge of the blade a crimson red color with the hook at the end. The inner side of the hook blade sports several jagged edges and a large white shell with a light purple trim covering the hilt, taking on the form of a blade and shield, enhancing all of his abilities that were previously used in Shikai. He can create flamethrowers, enhanced fireballs, enhanced fire geysers, and enlarged fire fissures from underneath the ground, fire waves, and Goen Ryuga. Amagai twirls the sword above his head, causing the blade to become engulfed with flames and lightning builds. He then slams the blade into the ground, accompanied by a lightning strike. The ground begins to shake and multiple fire spears shoot from the ground at various angles to trap the opponent in a prison of flames. However, this technique seems to leave Amagai pretty drained. After entering the Gotei 13, he learned of the Bakoto that his father mentioned before he died at the hands of Genrosai Yamamoto. The Bakoto is a weapon manufactured by a noble clan known as the Kasumiyoji clan, and concluded that he was killed due to trying to learn the truth about the Bakoto. As well as having a Shikai and Bankai, it seems that Amagai also possesses a Bakoto, which resembles that of an outward curving fork that he keeps hidden under his robe. Possessing unique abilities, Amagai can fire green energy blasts from his weapon. These blasts are powerful enough to destroy the Kototsu and the Dangai. By tapping the blade of his weapon against the hilt of his Zanpakuto, Amagai can produce a large blade of green energy from his original weapon. By stabbing the energy blade into the ground, Amagai can engulf himself in a large pillar of green energy. While doing this, he can communicate with others within a certain area. Amagai's Bakoto seems to have two forms, similar to Shikai and Bankai as well. The true form of his Bakoto, the eye nucleus of his Bakoto is hidden within the bottom of the hilt. It is unique in that it feeds on the nuclei of other Bakoto. By tapping the turning fork while holding it upside down, Amagai is able to release the true form of his Bakoto. The fork-shaped blade extending itself and wrapping itself around Amagai's right arm, transforming into an armored gauntlet shaped like dragon. From the initial release, the gauntlet can fully encompass the entire arm, creating a claw on the hand, the sword somewhat resembling that of a black version of Hyorimaru. Swearing revenge on Yamamoto, Amagai then began to manipulate and infiltrate the Kasumiyoji clan, using them to execute his plan against Genryusai Yamamoto. As the intentions of his plan became clear, Shusuke confronts Yamamoto, only to be interrupted by Ichigo as they begin to engage in combat. After discovering what really happened to his father, realizing the truth, Amagai recognizes his mistakes, then commits suicide. By engulfing himself in his flames after apologizing to Ichigo, Yamamoto, and to all of the drama he's caused to the rest of the Gotei 13 captains, as he bids farewell. Amagai was a character of complexities that I feel a lot of viewers could relate to on a level that every son has in the respect that they have for their father. His resolve and ability to accept when he's wrong, he was never a terrible character. I honestly wished he survived and remained a captain in full manga canon. Could you imagine Amagai going up against the Arankars or Espada, or even being involved in the 1,000-Year Blood War arc as a captain? That honestly would have been epic. The only thing with Amagai that I would change would be the mechanics of his Bankai. Keeping his Bakoto to complement his Bankai that he can use to transmit flames from underground. I think they could have upped that a notch by making that a time-space Bankai, preferably space, turning it into a space and fire-based Bankai. I think it would be cool for him to be the only other captain to have any Shikai or Bankai that has to do with space, aside from the former Kenpachi. Azeshiro, I think it would be really cool for them to have something in common. Captain Shusuke Amagai was so different, yet so similar to Genichi Maru. Masquerading behind a facade, both possessing ulterior motives on a personal vendetta basis, and both died fighting the face of their vendetta, which was themselves. And after all of these years, Captain Amagai has still left an impression on me. Well, that marks it for this video. Let me know what you think about Captain Amagai in the comment section below. Make sure you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. Make sure to follow me on all of my social media platforms in the description below and in my bio, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.